Caleb Jones, Alpha Male 2.0, freedom focused, lifestyle design for men, testosterone. I have written several articles at my blogs about this. I am, as a man who is well over the age of 40, I am almost 50, I'm 48 years old. I am on testosterone replacement therapy. And that does not mean I'm on steroids. That means I have replaced the testosterone I used to have when I was 18, because one of my objectives in life is to maintain a testosterone level for the rest of my life equivalent to what I had when I was 18 years old or so. That's about my testosterone last time I tested, using American measurements now. The total testosterone was 1140, which is about exactly where I want it. I don't want more than that. When you go over those numbers, you get into the weird steroids numbers, which is unhealthy. So we're not talking about that. If you are a younger guy, there are many things you can do to increase your testosterone and maintain your testosterone through natural means. And I suggest you look at those things. I strongly suggest that as a goal, you set a goal to never let your testosterone drop below a certain level, regardless of how old you get. When your testosterone is at optimal levels, you are more focused at work, your exercise is more efficient, your endurance increases, your muscle mass increases, your sexual performance increases, your sleep gets better, your stress goes down, your lipid panel improves, your overall health improves. It is non-stop win to have a healthy high, not too high, but a healthy high testosterone level for the rest of your life. Most men today have low T. The typical Western man has low T. And we could get into a big discussion about the science behind why, and plastics, and more beta males in the millennial generation, and we don't hunt our food anymore, and all kinds of stuff. We could get into those scientific reasons. Don't have time for all that crap in this video, and it's not even relevant. What is relevant is the majority of men walking around out there in the Western world have low testosterone. That means they are more feminine, they're more pussified, they're less motivated, they're physically weaker, they're not as focused, they're not go-getters. They suck, and you don't want to be in this category. So I'm going to give you a secondary level of reason why you want to optimize your testosterone levels. It's not just because of all those benefits I just listed, and there's numerous benefits. You will feel so goddamn good. You will be so happy. You will be so effective. You'll be so on it. Your life will change if you suffer from low T, and if your testosterone total T now is down around 300, 300, 200, 400 maybe. 400 is okay, I guess, depending on your age. But if you're at 200 or 300 and you get that up to 700, 900, 1100, 1200, please don't go above 1200. But 1100 or so, my God, you're going to feel so much better. You'll be such a happier person. Oh, here's another advantage. My income went up 80%. My average monthly income went up 80% the second I went on TRT. Not the second, it took a few months. But within a few months of going on TRT. So it more than pays for itself. So not only do you get all those benefits, but as a second level of reason to do this, you could make the argument, and this is an overstated argument, I don't believe it's 100%, but you could make the argument that in the woman world of dating and relationships, and in the business world, who are you competing against? You're competing against other men, right? You're competing against other men for women. You're competing against other men, generally speaking, in business. What happens when your testosterone level is 1,000, 1,100, 900, and you're competing against guys for women and or for business whose testosterone is 200, 350, 400, 120. Do you realize what kind of edge you have over these men? Now imagine that most men are low T, which they are. That means that in a society full of low T men, the high T man is king. Think about that for a minute. Imagine the edge, and you do have an edge, as a high T, healthy high T man in the dating marketplace competing against men, most of whom are low T. Or in the relationship marketplace when you're talking about non-monogamous relationships and you're having sex with other women and she kind of doesn't like it. And her other options are a bunch of low T beta males. What happens then? What happens in the business world? When you're competing against other companies run by guys or other salespeople who are low T, and you've got high T. Who's going to work harder? Who's going to be more effective? Who's going to be more focused? My work focus, I'm a pretty focused guy, but my work focus really improved even though it was already at high levels, really improved when I went on TRT, when I got my testosterone to a healthy level. Who's going to be more focused? Who's going to burn it harder? Who's going to hit it harder? You or Mr. Low T? Mr. Testosterone level 300, total testosterone at 300. You need to have high testosterone. Not only will you have all kinds of benefits, but your results will improve because you're in direct competition against men who have a quarter or a third your testosterone level. I know for a fact that when I'm out in the female marketplace of dating and the business marketplace, most guys that are competing, and again, I don't really consider it competing, but let's use that term for the moment. Most guys I'm competing against have 1/3, if not 1/4, the testosterone that I have. And that includes men who are younger than me, men who are skinnier than me. It includes them. No fucking problem. You'll be like that too once you have a decent level of testosterone. And when I see decent level, if you're an American, that means I would suggest, and I'm not a doctor, so this is not medical advice, but I would suggest a total testosterone level of at least 700. That's total T, not free T. At least 700. 800 is better. 900 is probably optimal for most guys. I'm at just over 1100. Don't go above 1200, please. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. That's the objective I think you should have, 700 to 800 minimum. You get there, you will not believe how much easier and better and more successful and happier and abundant your life becomes when you have higher levels of testosterone. We talk about this at the SMIC program. Join smic.com if you want more help with this. Have fun. Bye.